Alright, it's been a while since I've done a video. Had a lot of shit going on in my life, and I'm sure everybody else does, but for me it's been one of those holy fuck moments. Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. You know, you ever have one of those I didn't see that coming, type of things. One minute you're fine, everything's great. The next minute you're going, damn, where did I go wrong? What the fuck happened? But now that I got to the point that I'm at, I figured out what the fuck happened. Because when you want to know what happened, and when you really ask questions and you question everything you've done and everything you are doing, and you even question the things that you're gonna do, and pretty much I've realized that that's all irrelevant. None of that matters, because what really matters and the end of it is, how the fuck do I fix the situation that I'm in now to make it better, so I don't have to go through that shit anymore. So this is probably going to be a long video. I haven't done one in a long time, and I feel like talking. So here we go. It's going to start off with the same old, same old. We're going to roll a joint. We're going to grab it. The beer isn't even doing it anymore. I think I'm going to make myself a little bit of a rugged drink. And I'd like to talk to you or anybody else that's out there a little bit about what I've gone through in the past 2 months. We'll just say 2 months. And, we'll just, keep it down to 2 months. Because holy fuck, a lot can happen in 2 months, let me tell you. Hold on. I'll dim some lights here. We got a lot of lightage going on. How's that? Yeah, that looks a little better. Alright, so I actually don't know the exact time frame. I say 2 months. It may be more. Fuck, it may be less. I really don't know. But since my last video, I have moved 2 times. Thank God I live in a camper. Because when shit gets real, I just hook it onto my truck and haul ass out. I'm peeling. So I've moved. I've had several different jobs. One that's affected me greatly. And I'm not really going to get into that, but it's one of those, when you're all done working for someone and you quit and you look at them and you want to say, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And they're wondering, like, what the fuck are you thanking me for? You're quitting. I'm thanking you for showing me that there's a better job and place for me out there. You just opened the door to a whole new element of comfort that I didn't even know was out there. I didn't even know it existed. It was there the whole time. But I had to realize what a really shitty job was in order to appreciate or even want to accept the fact that I need to go find another one. And then I did. Now I got an amazing job. I mean, probably the best job I've ever had in my life. And it all boils down to having a shitty job that pushed me towards wanting more. And that's something that I think everybody can relate to in life, is they have to be pushed out of their comfort zone in order to find what they're really looking for. Because there's so many people out there, and I'm not just saying that because I see it, I'm saying that because I'm one of those people. I am one of those people. Those people that say, I like it here. I have this, I have that, and they talk about all the reasons why they like it there. But they fail to mention all the reasons why they really don't like it there. It's like society today sugarcoats everything. Everything is it's coated with sweetness to the ear. If you can follow me on that, it's not really what you want. You know, it's not what you need. It's what it is. It's this comfort. It's a comfort thing. You know, like all the people that have comfort food. You know, or things they do to comfort themselves. And I keep going back to the comfort food thing because I don't know how many people that say chocolate's my comfort food. Which I can't relate, because I fucking actually think chocolate is disgusting. But the thing I'm trying to say is, I finally opened my eyes, and I took something that I was not happy with, something that I was struggling to make work for me and my life, and I just had the balls to say, fuck this. And I dropped it. See you later, bye. So what if I don't fucking be able to pay my bills? So what? I don't care. I am actually sick and tired of doing the same old shit for this much money. I'm tired of working 12, 14-hour days for the same amount of money. You know, getting paid by the day is fucking bullshit. Because you're like a puppet on a string. They control you. Now I have a job where I work as many hours as I want, more or less. I get paid by the hour. I'm not the puppet anymore. You know, I'm not the marionette, obviously, because I don't pay myself. But I'm not the little puppet. I wonder what they call in between, like the puppet and the marionette. Would that be the string? Because that's the only thing in between. So I guess I became the strings. And I tell you what, it's better than being a puppet. And honestly, I don't give two shits about being a marionette. I don't want to fucking control anybody. You know, I have a hard enough time fucking controlling myself. I got a fucking dog now. Oh, that's another thing that came into play. I got a puppy. Truth, I forgot what it was like to have a puppy. She's pretty awesome. Her name's Kara. She's a little motherfucker, but she's mine, and she's all I got, and I'm all she has. So I guess we're a team. She's a pit bull and a stubborn little bitch. For one, I've never had a pit bull, and for two, I've never had a female. So here we go. But we're learning together. Right? I'm getting it. Anywho. I thought when I moved my camper, my portable tin can on wheels is what I call it. It's actually a pretty nice tin can, but it's still a tin can. A fucking tornado will take it out in a heartbeat. Let me tell you, I mean a heartbeat. If my truck can drag it down the road at 70 miles an hour, then I'm pretty sure a fucking tornado can take it off the fucking tires real quickly. But I moved to an RV spot. I moved out of the RV park that I was in, that my son lives in, Mr. Dante. For a couple reasons. People are getting too nosy, and when you're in a certain place for so long, everybody's right in your business. And I didn't really like that. I had some fucking teenagers. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, and I am crazy, and that's okay. I understand that. I accept that, and I excel from the craziness that comes without me. But there was teenagers fucking with me, and nobody believed me. Everybody thought I was in my fucking head. Well, one night I was out taking pictures with my phone because I know they're out there fucking with my camper. trying to get me to come out. They were raising hell. And I took some pictures, and you couldn't see shit. You couldn't see anything with with my phone. I got a cell phone. I don't have a fucking digital camera or whatever the fuck else fancy people have. So, well, then I learned how to fucking crop my pictures and clean them up and filter them and shit. And sure enough, there was 3 teenagers behind my camper giving me the finger going, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Fucking with me. And it pissed me off. It drove me to the point where I was going fucking batty. So I was like, well, you know what? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Fuck it. I hooked my fucking truck onto my camper and I hauled it out. I left. I fucking peeled out. See you later, fucking bye. Problem solved, right? Well, I'm fucking almost 45 years old. And I am learning to this day that you can't run away from problems. You might run away from that problem, that situation. Your solution is there, it's done, it's said, right? Problem solved? Maybe that one. But then I went to another RV park, right? I was there for a couple months. So yeah, it's been about this long since I've, done a video. And I've had a hell of a time there. It started out great, beautiful spot. Across the street was a big fucking field, I got the dog running around out in the field every morning. It was almost majestic, it was perfect. Except I was fucking sand everywhere. I always got sand in my fucking house. And I'm a kind of a neat freak. I'm a cleaner. I can't have fucking sand, in my house every time you fucking walk in and out. It pisses me off. So, I also learned that, people down here don't say fuck as much as Yankees do. Because Yankees is fuck. And when I get drinking, the Yankee comes out of me. I get that, yeah, mister, yeah, buddy, you got in the doyard type of shit. But anyway, so, make a long story short with that whole scenario is they decided to put a fucking camper, a guy that needed a place to stay, in my driveway. I mean, literally in my driveway. I couldn't even get my truck in my own fucking dooryard. So I said it right there. They call it driveways down here. But anyways, I call it a dooryard, and I probably always will. But so they wouldn't prorate my rent for the amount of time this guy was taking up my dooryard, and it was a big ordeal. But anyway, I don't really want to talk about this, so I'm gonna hurry this up. Thirsty too. So they wound up telling me I had to leave because I wrote them a rent check and I put void right across the front of it. I mean, I ain't paying fucking rent to someone in my fucking dooryard. I can't even back my truck in my own fucking dooryard. So anyway, I called the cops, and the cops told me to leave and not say a word, and I didn't owe them any money. They were trying to get me for a whole month's worth of rent when I was only 10 days late. And late fees and fucking all kinds of bullshit. So what happened was I got to leave. I peeled out of there, and I know I'm a fucking dime. They were harassing me. The cop told them to leave me alone, let me go. I didn't know I'm a penny. Well, in that process of time, while that camper was in my dooryard, I was about 100 miles north renting a motel because I didn't want to stay in my camper. So I rented a motel for a week. I worked up there, so I might as well just get a motel and stay there, and I don't have to travel, and I don't have to deal with the bullshit of the dooryard problem. So I got all the way up there, and I've been staying there, and come to find out, I locked in an amazing job. I got a really, really good job. I make more money now than I ever have. Ever. I make my own hours. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. And it's the greatest thing I ever had coming. So, I hooked onto my camper and I drug it up 100 miles north, close to the guy I'm working for. I work for a multi-millionaire. I am a maintenance man on his personal grounds. I do whatever he needs, whatever needs to be fixed. I guess I'm the grounds bitch, but I'm also the carpenter, because I have the ability to build shit, I've been told. Which turns out to earn me $30 an hour. And I'm happy as hell. I found an RV park down here, up here, and it's actually $100 cheaper a month here, and I don't have to travel and all that. Well, anyway, blah blah blah. You know, bullshit. Happy me. But what I'm saying is I wanted to thank the guy I was working for before for giving me the opportunity to move on and find something better for myself, because they treated me like shit. I mean, how many people walk up to their boss and say, thank you for treating me like a fucking useless piece of shit and taking advantage of every fucking ounce of energy that I give you. Thank you. I really appreciate everything you drained out of me, because it turned me into a better person and opened up brand new doors. Not only doors, these are huge doors with giant columns, like the big post in front of you, 30 feet tall. The fucking entry door of the house is 20 feet tall. That's the door that got opened for me, because I decided to say, fuck you. I don't like it. I can do better. Even though I didn't really know where the better was going to come from, I just deep down inside knew that I could do better. And I took a chance, and I fucking did it. And I jumped off the fucking, what do they call that? I guess, I don't know, the fucking phrase. I guess I jumped off the fucking bridge. But I took his concrete fucking shoes off before I did it, because he was dragging me down, not fucking bringing me up. Now that I took that chance, I'm fucking sailing high. I am not sinking. I'm not treading water. I am swimming. But I'm not only swimming, I am doing backstrokes, watching the sun as I stroke in luxury and leisure. So I want to thank him for treating me like a piece of shit, working me like a fucking dog. Because that pushed me to be more. It made me dig deep and find what I'm really looking for. Because sometimes you gotta be pushed in the direction, even if you don't want to be, even if it's a hard way. Oh, but it's hard, you know. Like this is, I can't do that. Like this works for me, you know. You can say that all day long, but I can do this, and it's close to where I live, and you know, I get the hours that I need. No, fuck that. You're not happy with it. You're not making the money you need to fucking make your ends meet. You're fighting traffic and fucking all this shit. And they're working you longer than you want to be there. Taking away you from your family time and your personal time. That's bullshit. Fuck that. You can do better. You just gotta, sometimes you just gotta throw your hands up and like, you know, it's like when you're at the beach, okay? You got the riptides coming. When you fucking go out on the beach and you throw your arm up like this, you give up, right? You're in trouble, you need help. Fucking the lifeguard comes right out, grabs you, throws you on that little floaty type thing, brings you back to shore. Helped you, problem solved. Like it was because you asked for help. Well, when you're really fucking drowning in life, you sit down and you ask for direction. You ask for guidance. There's only one person you can get an answer from that, and that's God. You talk to him. He's always listening. He's always watching. He knows what you're going through. He's just waiting for you to reach out and go, okay, I can't do this on my own. I tried. I've been trying. You know, shit's getting real. I'm not treading water. I'm fucking drowning right now. I need some help. He'll help you. Not only will he help you, but he will pick you up and put you where you need to be. Not where you want to be. Because there's a big difference between need and a want. And that's for whole life. The needs and the wants. He will put you where you need to be. Think about that. We all want to be somewhere. You know, everybody wants. I want to be a freaking millionaire. You know what I mean? But what I really want and what I really need are two different things. As well with anybody I'll ever come across in my life. It applies to everybody. The want and the need. I want to be a millionaire. I really do. But what I really need is to be happy, thankful, and comfortable with what I have. And that all comes with the hand of God. Don't ask him to make you a millionaire, because he ain't going to do it. It's just not going to happen. Because he only gives you what you need, not what you want. You know, the trick, and there is a trick to communicating, is not to say, God, I want to have this job right now. I want this. I want it. Please give it to me. No. He's not going to give it to you because you want it. The way you go about it is you say, Dear Lord, please give me the strength. Please give me the guidance. The guidance and the strength and the direction that is needed to put me where you need me to be. Please, I need you to guide me. And he will. And it might not be where you want it to be, but it's where you need to be. And it's happened to me more times than I can even explain. So on that note, we're going to fire up this little fucking pen rod of a joint, because that's all the weed I have left. And we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about relocating yourself from any position, situation, or experience that you are going through. Because I really think people can relate to any of this right here. People say you can't run away from your problems. We'll start with that one. I've been told that 100 fucking times. And you're right. You can't run away from your problems. Absolutely. You're 100% right. But my argument is You can run away from the things that are troubling you in order to start over new and fresh, in hopes you don't make the same mistakes that you did before that made the problems for you. Everybody can have a fresh start. There isn't one motherfucker out there that can't start over. Anybody, everybody can walk away from the situation they're in and have a clean slate. Whether they let their past follow them, haunt them, control them, or drag them down is completely up to them. You are in control of your own life, your own mind, your own thoughts, your own actions. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like fucking social media, like people take this shit and they listen to what everybody tells them, you know, and what they're doing, and they ultimately wind up not thinking for themselves. They let other people think for them, which is the biggest fucking problem I've ever seen in my life happen in the past 20 years. Get off fucking Facebook. Get off it. Get your shit off it. You can live without it. You don't need it. I can count on all of my fingers and all of my toes people that I know, love, and dearly respect have grown up without Facebook. Can you? Really? I mean, like, can you? Anybody right now? Can you count 20 fucking people guaranteed that grew up without Facebook and still doesn't have it to this day? And they're completely fine. Now you go around and count 20 motherfuckers that are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, fucking whatever. I don't even know the rest of them. I don't even care to. You count all them people, how many of them have problems? How many of them have issues? I mean, this boils down to self-esteem, control, anger issues. I mean, you can go fucking on and on and on. Social media is a black plague. Now, don't get me wrong. The internet is, and I've just found this out, the internet is a fucking amazing tool. Hands down, amazing. I fucking YouTube everything. I've been working on my old 88 Chevy truck with a 454 in it for a long time now. And anytime something goes wrong, I fucking YouTube it. And they teach me how to fix it. And it works. You know, when I need fucking directions, man, I goggle it. And it tells me how to get there. You know, but but I can also read a map. I also know how to write down directions like a normal person, look for landmarks, and drive without goggling it. How many people nowadays can do that? I mean, how many? Because everybody depends on the internet. They can't even think for themselves because the phone fucking does it for them. How many people can sit down with a pen and paper and do a math equation without a calculator? I mean, can you get 20 of them? Right now. Solid 20. I doubt it. It irritates me. It pisses me off. And I'm watching the world change as I speak. And it makes me feel old. I'm not that fucking old. I'm really not. But when you sit down and think about it, I'm old enough to remember when cell phones didn't exist. Nobody had a fucking phone. We had pay phones. And they cost 15 cents. I remember when they went from a dime up to a nickel. So it was 10 cents, and it was 15 cents, and then it went to a quarter. I was 15 cents, and then it went to a quarter. I bounced many people's heads off payphones, phone booths, and then grabbed my hair, wham! You know, teach them a fucking lesson. That's what phone booths were for. And when you didn't have any money, you picked up the phone, you call your buddy collect, and you say, call me now. And then you hang up when it asks for who's calling. And then they call the payphone back, and then you talk. That's how we conversated. Nowadays, you got fucking little kids. I mean little fucking kids. Like, kids are, these motherfuckers just learned how to walk not too long ago. Texting on their phone. Well, that makes me wonder, right there, who's at fault for that? Is it the companies that push the cell phone? You know, the multi-trillion-dollar companies. Or is it the parents that allow the companies to push on and on? I don't give a fuck. You're 10 years old, you don't need a fucking cell phone. You don't need a fucking cell phone. We can even up the ante to 15. You don't need a cell phone. Now at 15, I'm giving it the okay, because your ass should have a fucking job by then, and you might need to call for a ride. Internet access? Not on a phone. You shouldn't have it. Kids definitely should not have it. They want the internet. They sit in the living room at a fucking computer where their parents can see what the fuck they're goggling, who they're talking to, all out in the open. They walk by to take a piss, you know, to go make their fucking snack while the news is on. They can look and see what the fuck you're doing. You don't have it in your room. You don't have it on your phone. You have it in a common area. Because when I was a kid, there was no such thing as privacy. We didn't even have a cordless phone. This motherfucker had a fucking wire on it, and that spun up in a spiral, and you could only go so far when you wanted to talk to a girl. Your parents are in the living room watching the news. You're standing in the kitchen by the microwave, trying to duck down in the corner between the microwave and a window, talking quiet. You don't have any privacy. You don't get privacy. Now, holy fuck. Everything's gone to shit. I think I was raised the absolute 100% best fucking way there was. And I think every motherfucking kid right now, to this day, is being raised by a bunch of fucking idiots. We, as parents, are producing a product that reflects on the future. We're making our future. And what are we doing? We are making them fucking the most inconsiderate motherfuckers there are. They don't fucking even say please and thank you. They don't have manners. They're rude as fuck. And the generation today that's normal. Well, rewind fucking 20 years. Put one of these goddamn fucking kids 20 years back acting like they are. They'll show you what fucking normal is. You'll get smacked upside the head so goddamn hard you'll see stars for about 3 seconds. You'll shake it off, and you won't say a fucking word. You'll sit your ass down right where you were told to, and wait until you're told to get up. That is what needs to be done now. Parents need to smack their kids. They need to smack the shit out of them. Take the fucking phone away, take the internet away, and give them a fucking backhand every time they disrespect somebody, especially their mother. Smack them. There's nothing wrong with that. There never was before. What makes it wrong now? That's a good question. What made it wrong now that didn't make it wrong before. Where's that line? And then we got Biden. Trump should have won. The whole world's going to shit. I'm so glad I'm 45 years old. And I'm not going to live another 15 years. So I'm glad. I'm glad of it. It makes me sick to wake up in the morning and watch the news and see what the fuck this country is becoming. It happened so fast that I can't even wrap my head around it. I don't even know where it started. It just happened. I'm moving to fucking Argentina. See you later, fucking bye. South America sounds much better than Biden land. Obamacare. Fucking talk about that. Let's make somebody buy fucking medical insurance, whether they use it or not. Take a working man's money for 1 year. If they don't pay for it, they take it out of their income tax. And they never went to the doctor one fucking time. How do you do that? Everything I've learned in school, it's called corruption. The mafia would do better to you than that. They would treat you better. They would. It fucking blows my mind. But anyway, what I really just wanted to boil down and point a few facts out that, I guess to sum it all up, is no matter what you want is irrelevant. It doesn't matter what you want. It really doesn't. What matters is what you deserve to get. Are you a good person? Or are you a piece of shit, pretending to be a good person? You try hard? Or do you just try hard enough so people think you try hard? Are you loyal and honest? Or do you put on that persona of, yeah, I'll do anything for you, and then turn around and say, fuck him, when he's not looking? Are you honest to yourself? Straight up. If you're gonna lie to anybody, you don't lie to yourself. Because you can't lie to yourself. You do it all the time, but I'll tell you right now, all you're doing is complicating the situation that you're in by telling yourself a lie, a bullshit lie. And you know you're lying. So how can you tell a lie straight up, straightforward, when you know it's a lie and mean it? Unless you're a sociopath. We're not all Dexters. I gotta take a piss. Oh boy. Kids nowadays are the dumbest motherfucking things I've ever seen in my life. They're ignorant, they're arrogant, and they're fucking obnoxious. What's this bullshit? I just heard this the other day, right? Some TikTok fucking thing. Shoot up your school, or I don't even know. I didn't even pay enough attention to it. It was something about bring a gun to school or a dangerous weapon or something like that. Who the fuck allows something to be online that promotes something like that? Well, now, this day and age, everybody's got fucking problems and they're so goddamn sensitive. We got snowflakes running around everywhere. And these fucking kids are going to have an anxiety attack just walking out of the school bus to go to school. And when in all reality, there's nothing wrong with a school. It's one of the safest fucking places in the United States is the American school. Well, now you allow TikTok, that's a social media thing, I guess, to promote something like that. You got these little snowflakes like fucking pissing themselves. Parents are keeping everybody home from school. That's just another goddamn reason for them not to go to school. Kids don't want to go to school in the first place. And then you add this to the mix and guess what? Now nobody's going to school. I'm having a vodka and a fucking pineapple juice. I'm all worked up. What it boils down to is, and where I keep trying to go with this is, you know, I have been drinking a lot. That's the only time I do these videos, by the way. But what it really boils down to in my eyes is society sucks. Parents suck. Kids completely suck. And I'm talking like, you can go from 6 years old, because under that they don't know any fucking different, to 30 years old. Those are kids to me. They're ignorant, they're arrogant, and they're fucking idiots. And that's the truth. I'm sorry. You know, hate me if you want. But if you're my age, I've raised 3 kids. I have 3 children. And I believe I raised them the old school way. Modern day society had taken in a little bit in the place at the end of it, but I tried to keep them away from that as long as possible. Because I didn't want them influenced by this shit. Now, take a kid that parents are a baby boomer, and they had, or a millennial, and they had a kid. Fuck yeah, I missed 20 years there. Anyway, millennial had a kid, and then they just raised them like millennials, but 10 times more liberal. What the fuck is this country going to be in 20 more years? If you stop and write down exactly what happened January 1st, 2020, and then you rewind to 2000, and I remember that day because everybody thought the computers were going to crash down. Like the fucking millennial was going to, you know, like everything was going to crash, bank accounts, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Nothing fucking happened. You know, it's just fucking publicity bullshit. But you take that 2000 to 2020 and write down the current events that happen in every year in between with one positive outcome from that event and one negative outcome from that event. Say, for instance, 2001, right? Well, that's a hard one because I think fucking Clinton was in. That was Clinton times. Hey, you know what? Positive, he didn't get impeached. Negative, he fucking stuck a cigar up her cunt. You know what I mean? He's a guy. He got his cock sucked. But that was the Oval Office, and he shouldn't have done. Bad boy Bill. But anyway, but then you go back to as it gets on 20, that 2 to 3 to 4, and then as it goes on, well, all of a sudden you hit like, I want to say, in my recollection, I really want to say 2014. is when it all started progressing. And it's we had the fucking, like, holy Christ, heating oil was like $4.39 a gallon. And I remember I had to cash in 2 weeks of my vacation time to fill my fucking oil tank instead. I couldn't get my vacation. And I worked every fucking day to earn that. Because I couldn't afford heating oil. Of course, I always drive a fucking truck that sucks up more gas than I do beer. And then you got... anyway, I can drag this out all night. But if anybody ever really wanted to put the research, because I didn't. This is just off the top of my head. But I'd love it if someone got back to me, you know what I mean, and responded to me and did the research. I don't have time for this shit, man. I work fucking 10 hours a day. I'm tired. And I drink about that too. But from 2000 to 2020, the pro and a con for each year. And then watch it progress to about 2014. And then, boom. As soon as Trump came in, we finally started coming out of it. Now, why would anybody, right, blow a fucking head gasket over building more border walls? Who in their right fucking mind has the audacity to complain about that? He's spending too much money. Well, let me tell you something. Trump put some of his own money into building that wall. Not the wall itself, because that was government supplied material. But as far as labor and recruiting, Trump invested in that personally. Now you got Biden doing trillion-dollar deals. And they're tearing the wall down. I don't know if anybody keeps up on this shit. They are tearing down the wall. Let them in. Do you know why they want to let them in? Because then they're going to let them vote. You know why they want to let them vote? Because they let them in. And then they'll vote for them. It's fucking anarchy. I feel bad for the children. I really do. Because they don't fucking know any better. If they were only taught the right ways, the right times, and the right whys and hows, our future would not be what it's going to be. But nobody is teaching their children how it should be. They're like, oh, well, that's the way it is, Right? No, that's not fucking okay. You don't just roll over when shit gets fucking hard. You fucking stand up, you fucking fight back. You dig deep. Well, apparently, this country turned into one of the hardest working, most efficient laboring services in the world. The United States of America. And that does come with immigrants and everybody else, but they were legally imported here and they did documentize and worked. And these people is what made America. These motherfuckers came here and they had nothing. They came here with nothing and they made something. That's why they get the right to vote. Not these motherfuckers that jump the fucking fence, throw their baby over and hope somebody catches it. If not, well, this coyote is always running the fence line. Now, these motherfuckers that go, they've raped 6 fucking women in Mexico, come over the border and rape a fucking 4-year-old girl in her bedroom while her parents are sleeping in Texas. But they want them to vote. Open your fucking eyes. People need to open their fucking eyes. If you're that fucking ignorant and that fucking stupid to let this shit go on, then I don't even know what to say. I give up. I give up on trying to explain to people that they're they're brainwashed. You're allowing them to brainwash you. And what are you doing with your brainwashed brain? Brainwashing children. And God forbid if you're not having 6 fucking kids so you collect more food stamps. Really want this drink. That'll do. But, I almost feel like I give myself a heart attack when I fucking get talking about shit like this. My life is pretty fucking simple. I make it as stress-free as possible, which doesn't always happen. There's always going to be stress. It's fucking life. When I do my bills, I have a mark that says life money. Fucking groceries, fucking truck breaks down, and gas, and maybe I can afford to get drunk twice a week, but that's life. It's life shit. Jesus Christ, I didn't fucking... That's perfect. I'll take another bartender. Okay, so... I just would like to point out one thing is, if there's anybody that watches this that agrees with me, let me know. Because I don't want to feel like I'm the only one, Like Aaron Lewis, he sings that song, Am I the Only One? If you haven't heard it, fucking goggle it. It's a good song. Wicked good. And it hits home. It really, he knows what's up. Because he's my age. He knows what the fuck happened. Well, I'm about done spieling off with you. I'm going to drink this stupid rugged drink. I think it's so fucking rugged, I don't know if I can drink it. I'm going to drink it anyway. You guys have a good one. Just in time.